Back here at the Western Oval for the third quarter between the Geelong and District and the Bellarine under-17 side. I snuck into the Bellarine rooms at half-time. Coach Terry Walsh just really emphasised to his players that the Geelong and District seem to want the ball a bit more. He asked them to be a little bit more physical and show a greater desire at the ball. He used his on bowlers McTaggart and Setchell as an example to the rest. He reckoned that they're getting in and having a fair dinkum go. And all he wants them now to do is commit themselves for the second half.
Peter Robinson, coach of the GDFL, quite pleased with especially the latter part of that second quarter. Gave his on-ballers a rap in Clinton Eldridge, Nathan Lewis, and of course Troy Elzinga. And a special mention to Luke Thompson as well, finishing off with some fine goals. Blustery conditions. It's a little man's paradise up on the forward line if they keep the ball low.
It is indeed. And umpire Ashton puts the ball to turf as we commence the second half. Murray over the top and a good punch forward. Very quick kick out of the centre by, I think it was Luke Thompson. Gone to the Geelong and District half-back line as Bellarine clear the ball through. I'm not sure, I can't pick that player up. But it's a mark out here on the wing to McTaggart, who's gone very quick and direct into centre half forward to the leading players.
Pack of players have formed there and being held without the ball. Marcus Stringer, no free kick forthcoming. Umpire suggested that he had it when he was tackled. Ball was then removed from him. He'll bounce down about 40 metres from the Bellarine goal. Oh, good quick hands to the run here of Credlin, and I think you'll find that the big fella is not quite good enough on that occasion on his left side of his body to bring the ball back into play, and he's popped it out of bounds in the full opportunity here for David. He's gone short, and you wouldn't. And Clarkey, who's got I think he's a relation of Stephen Sells. See if he kicks with his left foot. He does too. Nice looking kick too for the youngster. Up there, I'll tell you what, it's awfully close.
Yeah, he was in an opportunity there, young Clark, to make the Geelong and District pay for that poor kick out on that occasion. He just propped in, got in front and took a good little mark, but his kick didn't quite carry. The big full back now from the Geelong and District, David Walker, goes long.
Great mark. Standing his ground out there, Richard Baker, I think you'll find, for the Geelong and District side. Out there at half-back now, plays on quickly, lovely kick to centre wing, up they go. Looking at the back of the pack there, Thornycroft for Bellarine. Couldn't judge the flight of the footy. Whistle on play, and it looks like from here, a free kick being taken out there by, I think you'll find it was Tacoma maybe. Goes up to half forward, quick hands, Robertson's in there fighting for his side, jumps on the leather, and umpire in Nathan Ashton will bounce down.
Ball just on the forward flank wing side for the Geelong and District team. Not a bad bounce, and it's taken by Tom. Very quick hands to Setchell, who goes very quick again to the half forward line. In front on that occasion was Stringer, who was pushed, but no free kick. Knocked out off the ground. Good tackle there, I thought, there by young Hayes, but no reward again. Ball quick move forward again and rolls out of bounds. Yeah, I thought that was a good tackle by Hayes, but the umpire said no free kick.
Yes, just to be a little bit controversial, I suppose, on the umpires. Is there any paying the obvious and not working hard enough when they've got an opportunity to pay one? They just seem to let the play go, and I think you'll find on conditions like today, they've got to make decisions a bit quicker.
Yeah, well, it just gives the players, as I mentioned earlier, that confidence to go harder at the ball. Ball moved forward again quickly. Oh, good strong play by Racevic, who swung out of the play and has gone long to the centre of the ground. Hope attacks the ball well, picks it, quick hands out to the wing, to the running Lydham on that occasion. He's just sort of missed the ball, and very well done and intercepted was Tacoma. Cleaned up nicely, quick short kick up there to Baumgarter, I think it was, who's gone into the forward pocket, and a good skill level there. Another quick kick Thompson into the goal square, and Hennessy is at it, right in the goal square.
Yeah, Mickey Thompson's son. It was Lukey Thompson who's kicked two great goals. And he played on there, good quick skills, and used the ball cleverly, got it to Hennessy, who's giving a couple of inches and a few pounds in weight on his opponent, but because of the quickness of the delivery, was able to outpoint his opponent. Comes in from 20 metres, directly in front, and goes bang!
And Bellarine didn't need that, but I tell you, one of the gifts of a good footballer, I reckon, is vision. And Luke Thompson showed great vision on that occasion to move the ball quick. And Hennessy, no mistake. Ronnie straight through the high diddle.
Just to bring back a few memories. Most players who've worn that number 8 Guernsey over the years have had plenty of vision, and yours truly is one of those. Damien, you there?
Back to the footy. Back to the footy. And that was a goal that the Bellarine didn't need because they really wanted to start well. They had a couple of opportunities early in the game in that third quarter at the start to get the ball down through the goals. But unfortunately, the Geelong and District have capitalised and goal on the board. Nathan Murray's taken the ball out of the ruck and pushed it to the ground. Kicked off the ground towards the wing side. Ball running now. Picked up by Hutchinson, who's gone one way, gone back. And I thought he could have been caught with the ball there.
It was a great work by young Stan Coolis. No reward forthcoming, as we see now breaking clear was that boy Bender Comer again. Goes out wide to Elzinga, but this time he's got Curtin to contend with. Support there also for the Bellarine side by the big boy bursting through. And I think you'll find that was Wade Pearce, was it?
I think it could have been, but I tell you, I wouldn't want to be in his way when he does burst through. He's a big boy indeed.
He certainly is.
Contest now, Murray v Lydham. Murray a bit stronger in that on the ball, but Lydham comes over the top and does very well to bring the ball to the ground. Butters up again. I think it might have been Curtin who got a quick kick over the handball over the top. Picked up by Stringer, and it's gone forward. McTaggart couldn't control the ball on that occasion, and it's James who's got the ball. Back to Stringer, who's chipped it over the top. Thank you very much. Very, very nicely. Well done. A great second effort by young Marcus Stringer, who followed the ball down, received quick hands from James on that occasion, and a beautiful little left foot chip through the goals.
Great goal, Marcus Stringer, Ocean Grove. Fine footballer.
He showed a bit on that occasion, that's for sure, on two very, very good efforts, and that's the thing. Your job's not done till the ball's used, and he followed up, got it back, great goal. And Bellarine certainly needed that to take them now to 3-6, Geelong and District 6-2.
They really need to kick another couple of quick ones. The breeze, as we mentioned earlier, has changed and is going to the left of screen, which Bellarine have got the use of.
Clever,
Setchell.
Clever, Setchell. Clever.
Quick, and Credlin. Oh, we've just about burst all eardrums up here as we now wait for Elzinga, who got that ball from half back. We do apologise for the interference that our director downstairs seems to be having no control of whatsoever downstairs.
And certainly a quick trip to the doctor after the game. Moved the ball very, very nicely there again, but unfortunately misdirected, or Lynham's just dropped in and taken a mark in front. He's moved the ball out onto the wing on that occasion, and I think it could be Sean Nan from Torquay who's taken the mark. Nice looking kick into centre half forward where Hope's over the back, a big fly, but no, not even near the contest, because who stood form was Greg Leather. Great mark, and he's moved it quick, but skills have let him down on that occasion. Ball running out there with McTaggart in pursuit. It's been knocked on now, and I think it's Wade Pearce who picked it up. Back into McTaggart, and he won't miss it from there, let me tell you, because he's too good a player. A great goal by McTaggart.
Yes, well, the Bellarine boys have kicked 2 goals in about 2.5 minutes, and we've now travelled, let's have a look, 7 minutes of the third and vital quarter of football. Paddy brought us by the Geelong and District Football League Bingo Centre. And don't forget, listeners, Bingo Centre, you've got to give them a call first because they're pretty popular out there at 218-484 out there at Fellmongers Road, Breakwater. Monday to Friday, kicking off in the afternoons at 12:15, evening 7:15. They've also got Saturday afternoon sessions at 12:30 and of an evening at 7:30. GDFL Bingo Centre is where you can make a few quid.
Too loud. That was a great goal by McTaggart. I'd love to see the running on ball that's moving in, and that was a well finished. Yep, ball contest there, non-event there really. Lynham in the ruck there's followed the ball down, but it's been quick kick out, I think, on that occasion by Hayes, who's played a great game. Out in front of Baumgarter, who's pushed it to the wall. He could have been a bit stiff to not get a free kick there, umpire, I thought. He just didn't have the ball. But the Bellarine have picked up, I think, through the agency of... I can't pick him up from here.
Working under the football there was Lydham, and he's been busy in the early stages of the third quarter and done well getting it down to the big fellow in Jason Hope, the Torquay Tiger. Opportunity to drive them into attack. The ball, or could have floated. A bit stiff at the back of the pack there was young... let's have a look. Going to pick him up. Could have been Stringer, I think you'll find. Ball now at centre half forward for Bellarine. Pretty tough stuff out there, Damien, and... well, it should have been a kick, do you think?
Oh, no, I thought David Hayes just really... He wanted to take that player off the ball, and he did really well. That's the big fella unmarked there in Hope, and he's given quick hands out. Short kick right into the scoring. Oh, the umpy. Oh, now it's the time to get technical, umpire, is it? A little bit of a throw out there, and let's see who's going to get the kick. I think it's Luke Curtin's got the ball.
Yeah, Barnhead's boy again, and the Seagulls, they're starting to fly higher. Slow start to the 94 season, Barnhead's Footy Club. Luke Curtin, though, he's no slouch. He'll come in from 35 metres and pop this right through the middle. But I tell you what, he made hard work of it. It was called a mongrel punt as we wait and see. Yes, it's all clear.
Yep. Well done, Luke Curtin. He made it a hard job, as Ronnie's called there, because he put it very poorly onto the boot. Conditions may have affected that, but he did finish off very, very well. The Bellarine are back in this, and they've done very well with 3 goals. Geelong and District a little bit tardy in the early stages of the third quarter, and they'll need to lift their work rate. Ball back into the umpire in the centre. Hallett comes in now. Nigel Credlin gone into the middle. It looks like lined him to do contest with Nathan Murray, and Murray comes in. Oh, yeah, very, very favourable to Murray, but it's gone over his head. He's done well to push it that little bit forward, give his players the opportunity. Coming very, very strongly through was Nathan Lewis, who's quick kick. Oh, play on there. I can't just pick that up.
That was Ben Gardner, Baumgartner, it was.
He took a good mark by being in front, but he just went on with it and let himself down in the end.
Yeah, well, umpire in Nathan Ashton has come in. He's going to bounce down again. Centre half forward this time. And good afternoon, David. Ticker Cook has arrived from Anglesea as we see the ball bounce down. A good one, too, at centre half forward for GDFL.
Taken by Murray. He's put the ball to ground. He's given a quick hand pass out. Lukey Curtin working hard for the Bellarine side. He's given it out to this little fella, and boy, can Setchell go. He's had 1, he's had 2, he's had 3, and he's gone for home with a long floating spiral punt. In front down there at this occasion was Shane Clark. The ball was knocked away from him and cleared by De Goma. Taking it out wide, and it's just rolled out of bounds in front of Brad Tom and... Oh, sorry, not Brad Tom. It was Richard Baker on that occasion.
All those boys, Alistair Williams, Timmy McCord, they're not playing. Stuart Brown, Steve Grace.
Throw in on the half-forward line.
Paul Atkins.
It's Credlin.
So that's the starting
Credlin against
wearing 8 and
Greg Leather. Ball to ground, coming in forward. Oh, quick hands again by Hope, who's fed it out in front of his team player in Brad Tom, who's moved it forward. A nice little chip over into the centre half forward region. A great vision again, and Nigel Credlin has the ball. Setting himself on the mark is Ben Jacoma. Credlin kicking from kick from the 50 mark, I'd say, and I'm not sure whether he can go that far. Also, the wind has favoured him. He's gone short to a lead in McTaggart. No, not over McTaggart's head. Could have got a little bit of a push, but the ball's gone over the back and cleared by the GDFL.
Yeah, some fine work there. Nathan Lewis again for his side. Goes out wide, looking there for Richard Baker. Oh, they're going in pretty strongly, the boys, as we see that likewise the Bellarine side a little late there was Stringer. And likewise James, but I think you'll find Marcus Stringer's going to get the free kick. Don't ask me what it was for, because I thought he'd infringed on his opponent. One
of those funny little throws that the umpires picked up twice this quarter. Up and Hope just gone over his head, cleaned up nicely at the background there by one of the Bellarine teammates. A quick handball out, and that came from Clark.
Good mark. Oh, he's played on. That's caught with the ball, umpire. You can't do that. Gee, bad blue there by that defender for the GDFL. He should have been free kicked because he was caught red-handed. But fortunately, he's got some good support there by Nathan Lewis, who brings the ball to half-back. A diving lunge at the leather there, Danny Irving from Eastern Suburbs for the GDFL, but he can't get there in time. It's out of bounds. Left half-forward flank for the Bellarine side.
Oh, uncontested there. The GDFL come through in the agency of David Hayes, who's done a great job. Picked up and kicking out by Elsinger there. Back into the centre, running ball. Straight through now. Plenty of numbers there for the Bellarine, and they've done it well to get a quick hand out. Although great pressure by the Geelong and District players. Yep, everyone's fair income. I can see that they've lifted their work rate as the scores have got a bit tight, and they all really, really want to get on top.
Approaching the 15-minute mark of this third and vital quarter on the GDFL Bingo Centre scoreboard, we see that there's now only 2 points the margin. As a little bit of a tiff-taff between Stringer and Murray behind play, nothing serious. Emotion starting to run high here in the under-17 clash between Bellarine and GDFL as the GDFL boys through Delaney go up to the full forward line. Here's an opportunity for the Prince of Nose Pickers, Tomo, but he's let me down. He's kicked it. Oh, I thought it was out of bounds on the full from here, but the goal umpire a little closer has given him a minor score.
Good play, Dale Delaney, to move the ball very, very quickly there. And Luke Thomas, again, the ever-opportunist, just let himself down there, but it was a great little snap. Moving the ball very, very quickly, the Bellarine team, out into the spaces on that occasion, but it's come back straight at them. I think that Racevic was looking for a teammate, but the ball's rebounded back into his forward pocket, and he'll have to work hard now down there. Lydham versus Robinson in the ruck. The ball coming back in now in the deep forward pocket for the Geelong and District. Robinson in front. Good knock down there forward, but it's gone straight back over the line in front of Hutchinson, and we'll have another throw in. So certainly the pressure on the Bellarine defenders now. They've worked very, very hard midfield, forward line. The defenders now, it's up to them. Yes, good body work there by Nathan Murray, who took his opponent out. Quick kick forward, I think, again by Danny Irving. Murray hands on. Play on, says the umpire, and Chad Miller has just kept the ball in. On the half-back line now of the Bellarine. Oh, yeah, good play coming straight through there. Travis James, quick hands, but now the Geelong and District. Handball across to Greg Leather, who's dispossessed, and it could have been penalised, I thought. Umpire's just letting it go. Stringer picked up. Smothered handball. Geelong and District working hard. Leather with the ball now. Quick onto the boot. Fires it out across to the wing, but the running Bellarine players through Steve Brazzera have got in forward to centre. I hope he goes with the one hand, but it's gone over his head. Running through and cleaning up very, very well there was Chris Dillon from Mottawarri in the Geelong jumper. Punched on again by his teammate in Baumgartner, and picked up beautifully down there, and a great running goal. I think the umpy said it's through the middle, and I just can't pick up who it was, but I'll get him shortly. Baumgartner played well there to get the ball forward, and a good goal to the Geelong and District team.
Yes, against the breeze, Damien, and yes, I am back on the...
and welcome back, Bron.
Life of the living.
I think it might have been Eldridge who kicked that goal there. He's just... he's coming back towards the centre now, but gee, it was a clever goal. But he's made in Baumgartner really bloody worked hard there.
Yeah, good, and that's what it's all about, and it's an emotional game, football, Damien, and yeah, I like that sort of bit of spirit there, and a badly needed goal.
It was indeed, and Murray's favoured by another bounce here, and he gets it very, very quickly down to his mate in Nathan Lewis. Poor disposal again, and it's let him down, and that was taken by Travis James, who's bombed it up. Oh, great mark, Jacoma, and he's played great game across that half-back line.
Yeah, certainly has, as he goes out wide. Lovely kick too to the lead there of Robertson, and one of very few mistakes Travis Robertson's made this afternoon, and on that occasion just couldn't hold the fingertip up at about calf height. It was a hard.
So I thought he should have marked it though.
It was it was a hard ball to mark, but yeah, he made the effort to get there. Just put it down out of bounds now, out of sight of the ground. McTaggart always looking to do something constructive with the footy. This time pressure a little great, and he's been forced to put it over the line and out of bounds. Coming off the ground for the Bellarine side is the big fella in Jason Hope, coming on a little smaller running player, David Bean. I think that's probably a good move because the big fellas haven't had a lot of things to do here this afternoon.
Clever play there by Nathan Lewis. Listen, I reckon that's a great move. Lydham's done very, very well since he was shifted into the ruck, and I think Coach Terry Walsh has done a big move there. Hope he out of the play there, and let's just see if Lydham can give them the lift that they needed.
Yeah, I'm sure he will because he's a wiry, tough running player, and they need a little bit more run around the ball at the minute. Their on-ballers just starting to come back in. Slow start in this third quarter. Let's have a look. They've only added 3 goals, and to the GDFL's credit, they've added 2 against the breeze because it has turned. So Bellarine really need to get a hurry on and kick another couple before the siren sounds for the 3-quarter time. They're
playing more confident footy though, and they know that they can kick those quick goals as they've done so early in this quarter. Throw in on the far wing side and knocked forward by the Bellarine team. Attacking the ball, and very, very well attacked was the Geelong and District half-backer. He's moved it forward. And a good mark there on that occasion by young Dale Delaney. He's moved it back very, very quickly to his teammate in Danny Irving, who's gone very, very direct, but unfortunately for him, the Bellarine are in the way. Moving and switching the play very quickly comes out to Steve Brazera. He's moved it again down forward to the wing, and don't worry about that bloke. He's taken it, Setchell, and he's away. Again, the long bomb into centre half forward line over the back. Here's a big chance now for young Shane Clark. Yes, he's got it too, and he deserved it. He went straight at the ball, and there was little that the Geelong and District player could do on that occasion, but unfortunately scrags and gives away the free kick.
How often do we see, though, in time on or getting very close to the final stages of a quarter, that a side gets a little rattle on and they've been down in that first, say, 15, 20 minutes and kick a couple of quick goals and they can really change a game of footy.
Well, it's happened twice in this game, Ronnie, so far. Oh, from 15 out, he's hit the post.
Yeah, disappointing for the Bellarine point of view.
One thing, too, here is when they need something special, it's that McTaggart and Setchell that give them that lift. And I think that Geelong and District...
Have you undone the strings?
Siren here, three-quarter time, and the scoreboard sees the Geelong and District leading 7-3-45 to the Bellarine 5-7-37, and the Bellarine really bridged the gap on that occasion.
Yes, great work. Let's see if they can continue in this final quarter. Back shortly with the action. Three-quarter time, GDFL Bingo Centre scoreboard showing that Bellarine 5-7-37 have now got within 8 points of the GDFL 7-3-45.
Very, very good even contest. I thought Geelong and District did well to kick those two goals, but I reckon Bellarine won that third quarter. And now we're set. I think the stage is set for a good final quarter because when these teams met 4 or 5 weeks ago, the Geelong and District beat Bellarine by 5 goals, and the Bellarine will be keen to avenge that defeat today. Ball hits the turf, and again a favourable bounce. Picked up as running through on that occasion was Danny Irving. Oh yes, good tough buy. They're keen. All right, the umpies picked that one too high, and justifiably so, I thought, because the ball player in Eldridge deserved that kick. He's a clever footballer, and we'll just see what he can do, because if the Geelong and District score at a first goal, it'll make it hard for the Bellarine team. He's gone short and very, very loose checking. Very poor defence by the Bellarine side. GDFL into the forward line. Robinson fought hard to get the front position, and as the ball's hit the turf, plenty of numbers around, and the umpire says, I'll bounce it. I think that might have been Danny Irving that was left unattended there, and he's kicked the ball in and given the Geelong and District the opportunity to get a quick score on the board. Big fist out there, and oh, look at him go. Young Hutchinson's had a snap over his shoulder. Come back into the goal square. Plenty of numbers for the Bellarine team. And away they go. A good shepherd by a teammate. As we see the big fella now coming out towards the wing. He's chipped it out, and Lukey Curtin's dropped one that he should have taken. Stringer's picked up nicely, and he's fed the handball inside to his mate. Oh, he's mucked around with it. He's mucked around with McTaggart, and he should have been penalised, but no, he's not. And the Geelong and District go through the agency of Richard Baker, who's delivered the ball in. High leap there on that occasion from Dale Delaney, but he come down with no prize. The ball on the ground. Oh, coming through strong, Nathan Murray, and he's done a good job today. Quick kick off the boot, and he's found his little mate down there in Lukey Thompson, who's Ronnie Brain's favourite player, I'd say.
Yes, he's done a great job too for his side, and well, he's kicked 2 very handy goals. Missed one that he maybe should have kicked. Now he's got an opportunity here, tight, but the drop punt, it looks good off the boot. It floats. I think you'll find it's floated right through the centre. 3 goals for the Prince of Nose Pickers, Lukey Thompson. Great football for the little resting rover.
Great strong play by Nathan Murray on that occasion too. He went through as though he wanted the ball, and he got it out to his mate there in Luke Thompson. And I think that's his third, is it, Ron? Lukey Thompson.
Yes, good call, Damien, and you've been very handy up there.
Yeah, well, those little specialist forward pockets are a great asset. The ball now down in the centre again. Great bounce by the umpire on that occasion. Murray over the top lined him. No one really wins, but it's tapped forward by Luke Curtin, and he's given his mate in McTaggart a chance. He's gone forward, but Setchell caught behind. Greg Leather takes the mark on his chest in front. Redirects the play towards this side wing. Oh, a bit of a push and a shove, and the umpire, you sort of missed that one, but you've given the opportunity for David Bean to take the mark. He's moved a quick paw off the boot, and Greg Leather attacks, but he's overrun it. Bad bounce on that occasion. Cleaned up by Chris Dillon, who's redirected the ball. Luke Curtin goes through his hands. hits the ground. Eldridge, he's going to get a free kick. No, he's not. The ball spills free and Curtin cleans up out this side to the wing. He's kicked it out and Travis James can run. And can he run? He's gone round one. He's had a bounce and he's gone long into the forward pocket over the head of, who wasn't it? Wade Pearce on that occasion. And it's rolled out of bounce in the forward pocket. Great attacking play by that Bellarine team. And I thought Eldridge was a bit stiff in the centre. He could have picked up a free kick, but the umpires let that one go. Ball in. Contest. Murray versus Credlin at the ruck. Push, shove. Credlin at the back, and he's got his hand. He's brought it down to the forward. Oh, who's got it? A quick kick out there. I think it might have been by Nathan Lewis. A good tackle there again by Lewis. Ball spills free, and here we go. The Geelong and District through the agency of Tacoma. He's redirected the play right across the front of goal, and Credlin's in with a chance now. It's bad bounce for him. He's still after it by G. He's just he's got it now. Quick handball out. Oh, good play too by his teammate. He's fed the ball off. Hello, free kick. No, play on the umpy. I just thought again a trip, and he's appealing for the free kick too. But the umpy said nope, bad luck, no prize. It was Paul Lyndham that was tripped up there. Nigel Credlin did real well again. Ball thrown in. Uncontested there. Credlin gets a good punch into his forward scoring zone. But we see Sean Nairn, I think. Sorry, not Sean Nairn. Here we go. Troy Elsinger kicked the ball wide. Out of bounds on the far side of the ground.
Okay, time clock's ticking away, and it's the brought to us by the APCO Easy Shops in and around Victoria. North Geelong, East Geelong, Barwon, Heads and Newcombe. Whistle on play. It looks like the GDFL are going to get the free kick, and Nathan Murray, the big ruckman, takes the footy at half-back. Goes up to a lead. It's a nice 1-2, and I think that's Baumgartner. Plays on the left foot, kicks it up quickly. That's the way to move the ball. Thompson, too quick for his opponent there in Devine. Gets it across to the big fella Robertson, who goes bang from 20 metres and splits the woodwork at the Western Oval. Travis Robinson in just about a best on-ground performance here this afternoon. Kicks his third from centre half forward in a very fine display. And there's the senior umpires this afternoon too. Raymond, I tell you what, Edwards looking $1 million here too this afternoon.
Yeah, that goal came from a free kick in the ruck against Lynham, who came over the top of Murray, and gee, they moved the ball quick, and when they went, and there was some fast work, good hands, and Robinson finished off very, very well. It's given the Geelong and District a good break now, a 20-point break at this early stage, 9-3-57 to 5-7-37. The Bellarine are up against it now, and they're going to have to work very, very hard. Ball to ground, Lynham again, comes in, Murray takes it out of the ruck, quick hands. He sent it out towards the the Curtin direction. He's picked it up unopposed, and he's chipped it over. A very, very nice kick too to David Bain, who's taken the mark at centre half forward. He goes back, and what are his options? Being held down there as his full forward mate in Pearce, but he's gone over the top. A bit of a push and shove. Play on, says the umpire. Picked up and swooped on by McTaggart. He's drawn it over his left shoulder, but not quite enough. Through for a point.
Yeah, a little disappointed too on his effort, because he's normally pretty sharp around goal, and he just didn't quite drag it back quicker or close enough to the big stick. Just marginally offline as the ball back into play, and it was good work, David Walker, the fullback, because he's found Nathan Lewis on the outer side half-back flank position. 50 metres from the Bellarine goal, kicks to the centre of the ground, lovely kick, and Robertson pulls it a screamer.
A good mark, good strong hands. That's what I say to you, boys, strong hands. You know, some players go soft, they get their hands on it and it spills out. But Robinson, he wrapped that up and he wanted the ball. He's gone and it's been a play on. He's smothered off the boot. Just into the centre still. Geelong and District work hard to get the ball out. But Bellarine now have an opportunity through Daniel Thornycroft, I thought it was. The ball's come out now wide and it's moved forward there with Geelong and District. Opportunity down there, but Bellarine have the numbers. Again, Setchell, quick hands, but by I tell you what, he's under pressure. He was Elginger there. Elginger did well to keep the ball in, and he's still there. The umpy says right on the boundary, but I'll have a bounce.
Okay, the ball now has been transferred right up to the forward pocket, right in front of the Western Pavilion here, about 35 metres from the GDFL goal. The big men fly for that guest video pie, comes to ground. The good work done there was from Lydham, who's livened up proceedings as the ball spills to where we see Lee Baumgartner. Kick drops short. Robertson comes across the face of the pack, and I think you'll find we'll see a boundary throw in about 20 metres from goal.
Yep, the GDFL in a very, very good position here. Scoring opportunity. Good throw in now, and the ball's brought to ground. Coming out and attacking with a little quick kick over his shoulder was Eldridge. He's gone out into the forward zone. Looking keen to clean up there was Chad Miller, and he's fed the ball across to Satchel, who should give it back, and he does. It's just missed his mark, and it's gone out of bounds. There was good running play, though, the Bellarine. They worked it out well. Chad Miller, quick hands, and Satchel responded by getting it back to him, but just perhaps a little bit too quick.
Okay, Lydham again. He's up against Murray. Lydham again wins the tap, but at ground level, it comes straight to where Elzinga was slung off the football. Good tackle there from young. I think you'll find it was Stringer working hard. The umpire's whistle is heard, and it looks like he's going to pay a free kick out there at halfback. It's going to go the way of Bellarine, and it looks like it could be Luke Curtin up the ground.
He's played a good game too, Luke Curtin, as he's gone forward looking for his mate in David Bain, but it was knocked away from him. The ball fed across. Setchell got it. He's got it, and he's gone quick across to his mate McTaggart. McTaggart gone direct. A little bit slewed kick, but he's out into the forward pocket, out of bounds. He was looking for his mate Wade Pearce there, but it's just off the side of the boot. Wade and certainly David Walker have had a good contest down there. David Walker, a very strong player.
Yeah, certainly hasn't made many mistakes at all, and he kicks the ball well to position, and a fine effort. As we see, his opponent is goalless, so that's got to be considered as a pretty good effort for mine.
He was goalless, but he's just swooped in, Ronnie, and by gee, you say he's goalless, but he's not goalless anymore. He's cleaned up there as off the boundary throw in, and he's put it through. And we can't really put that one against David Walker, though. That was good roving play by the full forward. And that's brought the Bellarine a goal closer. I think it might read 57 to 44. So it's a 13-point buffer at this stage to the Geelong and District side. Ball back into the centre now. I can see the Bellarine, they're going to work hard. They're not going to let this go. If they can get a sniff, they'll get up there. Lydham, he brings it over the back to Setchell. Punch through there. Quick kick out of the centre by Eldridge. Going hard to the half-forward line for the Geelong and District. Fed back into the centre, and a very, very strong mark by Elzinga under good stiff opposition, but a great mark, and he's away now, and he'll have a bounce. He's gone around two players, and he's gone long. He's gone long. Who's there? It's Robinson at the back. No worries about that, Ronnie. He had his name all over it. Robinson at the back. Great mark, great move by Elzinga.
Yeah, well, actually, it was a good move by the coach, Peter Robinson, because he's taken him from centre-half forward to the last line of defence, because the ball is now carrying a bit further with the breeze, and that's called common sense. Better judgment on that occasion as well, Robertson, and that's the young Travis. He's going to come in from... He's no more than 15 metres out from goal. Pretty tight angle for goal number 4. The drop punt, I think you'll find, looks pretty good. Both fingers raised. Very handy goal. Travis Robertson kicks his fourth.
If you've got an effective forward, an effective big man, then you're in with a chance. And Travis Robinson kicking 4 goals has really led the way today. It's going to make it difficult for the Bellarine because they didn't need that. But by gee, that was a good mark. Elzinga again, I keep harping on him because he's so strong, but he worked hard. He was under pressure, and gee, he went and he gave Robinson the opportunity to put the side 1 goal further ahead on the APCO scoreboard. 10-3-63. To Bellarine 6-8-44.
Yes, that's the one-stop shop that's got the lot. APCO Easy Shops in and around Geelong as the GDFL into attack again. Eldridge had a windy woof, and look at those Bellarine boys jump on him. They've made sure that ball wasn't coming out. Good football there from them, and umpire Neville, I should say Nathan Ashton, will bounce down in between centre-half forward and the centre of the ground for the GDFL.
The ball and a great bounce it was. Light him over the top. Stringer, he's got a quick hand out to Setchell, who's just been magnificent today, out in front of his mate McTaggart. What magnificent play and great skills by Setchell. McTaggart goes inbound into that centre forward zone. Great vision again, and he's found Tom. Tom's headed it over to his mate in Thompson. Thompson's fed it off again. Who have we got? Yes, beautiful kick off the boot by David Bain, I think, and it's straight through the high diddle. Great play, Setchell to McTaggart, straight across into the centre, and away they go. Great goal, Bellarine.
I'll give credit again to the coach, Terry Welsh, who removed the big fella, a little slow and cumbersome there in Jason Hope. Gave young Bain an opportunity early in this final quarter, and what's happened? He's kicked 2 goals. Great effort from the youngster from Drysdale. David Bain kicked 2. Bellarine now moved to 7-8-50. GDFL 10-3-63. 13 points the margin, and we've been ticking along at a very, very handy 10 minutes of this final quarter.
Strong work in there again by Murray, whose quick kick has been cut off at the centre-half back line there by Sean Nairn on this occasion. Very, very strong hands by Tom again. Away he goes inboard to Stringer. Stringer's gone forward and deliberate, and here he is, the big fella. Oh, he's just popped there. No, he's been paid the mark to full forward. Just when we said he wasn't in the game, he's right back in it now. Wade Pearce kicking from about 45, Ron, and he's kicking into a bit of a breeze. We'll see how good he is now.
Yes, it's going to be a bit of a test. Comes in with the drop punt. It's a nice looking kick off the boot. Holds up in the breeze. The high flyer is required. Comes to ground. Working hard. Good work there too. I think you'll find was Paul Leiter maybe on hands and knees.
Oh,
the ball.
gee.
Yeah. Well, Damien's not happy with that decision, and I tend to be a little bewildered by it.
Mind you, though, we've been a bit critical on occasion, but the umpires have really done a reasonable job today. A big fly on that occasion by Nathan Lewis, but he's allowed Tom to clean up. Tom's little pass over the head of Setchell. Oh, yeah, nice mark. Eldridge's has been cleared. He's gone on quick and perhaps too quick, but Nathan Lewis comes in to help. No, numbers around the ball. I think Bellarine will make him pay on this occasion. No, good play, hands out. Eldridge has got it. Everyone wants to have a bit of a go now as the Geelong District clear with a good little pass on that occasion from Danny Irving, finding his mate in Luke Thompson again. Luke, about 60 metres out from goal. He's looking for the lead and he's found it now. It's a good pass, but just not quite equal to the task on that occasion was the big fella in Greg Kemp.
Yeah, good football now as we see that Harding with quick hands to the run there of his teammate who kicks wide. Opportunity now for Setchell. Oh, hand pass well intercepted by a better player of GDFL in Tacoma. Very impressed with that kid's performance here this afternoon. Now, the Bellarine. Oh, he threw the ball out. Got away with it. Now with some strength, Brad Tom. He goes on the left foot. Oh, awkward. He's a bit awkward, isn't he, young Piercy? And but he's so big. Big-shouldered boy. He's taken a nice grab in front of Brad Miller, who's probably giving him 4 or 5 inches. And David Walker, I should say, from Bellpost Hill, the fullback for the GDFL. Opportunity now, Wade Pearce. He comes in from 40 metres. The drop punt, it looks pretty good from here. Goal umpire raises the 2 fingers, and there you are. He hadn't kicked a goal up until the 10-minute mark of the final quarter, and here he is, he's kicked 2, and David Cook having a little can of Schweppes over there, just getting ready for the big one here this afternoon.
I tell you what, the Bellarine looked magnificent when they opened the play up there, and that was some really, really good backline play. They got it out to the wing, allowed their runners the opportunity to move on. Setchell's handball nearly come unstuck, but they worked hard, got it back, and delivered goal to the Bellarine side. Lydham now. He's done real well since he got in there. Welsh is another big master move there. Kicked out by the Bellarine team and taken on the wing by Travis James, who I reckon's not a bad little player. He's thrown it onto his left boot and moved it quickly to his mate and David Bain, but it's gone past him and given Lee Thompson the opportunity. Quick handball out forward. Here we go. Back to David Bain, who followed the ball nicely. Into the forward pocket, all picked up out there on the far side by the Geelong District, and I think it might have been Leather, I'm not sure on that occasion.
Yeah, good work, Leather. He's been a fine defender for the GDFL. Likewise, Lydham on the ball, giving the Bellarine boys a real shot in the arm. Copy went a bit high there. Yeah, good decision too. I think you'll find it's Lee Thompson for the Bellarine side. His kick is an absolute shocker. Elzinga doesn't mind. He's picked it up, but he's kicked it straight down the throat of his opposing captain in Paul Racevic, who breaks through centre half back. Feeds off to a teammate though, whose kick is an absolute shocker. And again, the GDFL boys take a side relief through Nathan Lewis.
Nathan Lewis has gone wide looking for his little mate out here in Lukey Thompson, but just a little bit too wide. He put himself under pressure having to go on the left boot, and it's gone out of bounds. Throw in here on the wing. Things are reaching desperate stage now with only 7 points the difference here at about 8 minutes to go. Contest in the ruck. Lydham uses his body well to take Nathan Murray out of the contest. Bellarine player in, the little fella here. He's worked real well as young James, but his kick has been marked really, really well by Chris Dillon, who came from nowhere. He's moved it quick. All over the shoulder, Umpy, but no play on. Fair enough now. Ball hits the turf, and who's working hard in there? But I think it might have been... I can just pick him up in a sec.
Baumgartner,
and he's done all right too. Actually, it might have been Robbo. Oh, caught out in front.
Irving, though, your mate that's come on the ground in this final quarter, I tell you what, he's given him a bit of bite as well. He's kicked it up. Now, the mark hasn't been paid. The umpire reckons it was a half volley.
Oh,
and I tell you what,
think so,
Greg
umpire.
Kemp from Bannockburn, you deserve to be a bit dirty, boy.
Robbo out of the ruck. He's kicked number 5.
Allah
Magnificent.
Ablat, Allah Ablat. Great goal, Travis Robinson, and that's put the sealer on for best on ground. Guest Video today are giving 3 lovely trophies too for the best performers here this afternoon. And I got to tell you, Travis Robinson, unless you come up with someone different, mate, he's got mine.
Gee, I tell you what, he did well too, because he started out in the half-forward line, followed in, took it out of the ruck, goal and game.
Other awards too for you to think about: best utility and best team man for the GDFL here this afternoon.
Absolutely. We'll give that some serious thought as the ball hits the turf again and Lydham comes in, a favourable bounce, and he's thrown it his way of his mate, and I think it might have been Tom again. Quick hands, oh no, that's come to Tom. He's used the ball off. Out to his mate in Troy Harding, who's only come onto the ground late in the game. Kicking the ball down. Oh, swooping on it on that occasion was Shane Clark, but the Geelong and District boys have upset him and got rid of the ball. Quick hands out now to Lee Thompson, who's centred it in. Setchell, he'll get it, and it'll be a goal. Don't you worry about that. Setchell, just again in the right spot at the right time, but he's got an uncanny knack of doing that because he's had 100 touches today. Kicking from about 20 metres out. I don't think Benny will have too much problem with this one. Umpire has a bit of a look, but it's gone straight over his head. Goal to the Bellarine, and they're not going to give up without a fight. Don't worry about that, because they want to make up for that loss earlier in the year. As the scoreboard now reads, the APCO scoreboard in this final quarter, 11-3-69 to 9-8-66. So it's a 3-point game by G.
Who kicked the goal, please?
Benny Setchell.
Benny Setchell, I tell you what, he's breathing down Travis Robinson's throat here this afternoon. I tell you what, he's probably his third quarter was probably his worst. But up until then, he's been in the votes every quarter.
He's been a great player, don't worry. He'll be a Falcon too in the not too distant future, I think. The ball hits the ground again and over the top, but that's the siren. And what a great, great game we've experienced here today.
Yeah, the GDFL 11-3-69. We've got to do a quick wrap-up here, they tell me. But we've got 3 awards to give, and we've got to do those as well. So pressure's on. Okay, you're 3-2-1, Damien.
Just, yep, mine's 3-2-1. Well, look, I think if you've got an effective big man who really dominated as Robinson did, I think he has to be the best man on the ground. And I've got no problem at all with that. 5 fine goals and a great effort. Certainly, I reckon Benny Setchell was outstanding. As a utility player, he really worked hard. He roved the ball. He used his hands quick. He gave all those blokes around him the opportunity. Very skillful player, and I thought a great game. Gee, that third spot though, Ronnie, that's open for debate.
It is the best team man, the best team performance in the one vote. It's you've got a few players you can give it to. I liked young Hayes from the GDFL. I thought that also a great contributor, Luke Curtin for the Bellarine side. But another player, Will McTaggart, every time he gets the ball, he feeds off. He's really looking for someone else to give it to. Looking through the Geelong and District Football League side, who else was on that? In that calibre? Clinton Eldridge.
Yeah, possibly. Eldridge, he worked very hard. Elsinger was a great player when he got the ball. Jacoma across that half-back line was a very, very good player. Murray worked really tirelessly in the ruck all day without a spell, did a great job. And your little mate down there as a forward pocket goal sneak, Lukey Thompson, had a very, very good game, I thought.
Your choice for the one vote and best team man.
My choice for the one vote and best team man, it's a toss-up between Hayes and Lukey Curtin, and I think that probably David Hayes on this occasion.
Thank you very much, and there we are, 3-2-1. Travis Robinson 3, Ben Setchell 2, David Hayes the one vote. Just checking the final scoreline again quickly. Geelong and District Footy League 11-3-69. Great kicking for goal. Defeated the Bellarine Football League 9-8-62. 7 points the margin. Goal kickers quickly for the victors. Geelong and District 4 goals to Travis Robertson, 3 to Luke Thompson, and singles to Jamie Hutchison, Clinton Eldridge and Slade Hennessy. For the Bellarine side, 2 goals to David Bean, Wade Pearce, and singles to Will McTaggart, Brad Thom, Ben Setchell and Marcus Stringer. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen, for a great call. In my partner in crime, Damien Gleeson, thank you very much, mate, for your efforts here today. I'm sure the kids will really thoroughly enjoy this fine guest video production. Thanks for your help again, and to our director and cameraman, job well done, boys, and hope you've enjoyed it as much as what we have in bringing it to you here this afternoon. Another fine guest video production, under 17 curtain raiser. Geelong District.